Hello friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. This is day 12 of our 12 Days of Christmas in July series. Now, if you're just getting started, I will leave links in the description below so you can catch up on the first 11 videos. So today we're going to create this easel card with hand stamped and colored images and flowers that we created yesterday for our flower series. So make sure that you watch till the end because we do have a special announcement and you do not want to miss that. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here's the card base for today, and this is the first time I've ever made this style of easel card. I've done trifolds and all that. And I didn't even do the measurements myself. I just looked at someone else's tutorial, and I probably didn't need to because it's really easy. It's so simple. And if it goes wrong, I'm just going to blame the other tutorial. So anyway, this is going to be like a basic 6-inch card on the back, and you score it in the middle and then score it at 9 inches. So you've got the portion in front is just divided in half. So that's really easy, and this should go pretty well. So I'm just going to start my layering, and I'll mention that I am using the same blue cardstock throughout because I like that for consistency, and I'm using the Authentique Jingle collection, which is not new, but it did match my colored images, and that is kind of what I was hoping for, to get through some stash paper and have everything coordinate. So that works out pretty well. Now I'm just going to keep working along because you can see exactly what I'm doing. This is really very simple, guys. So how is your 12 days going? It's been pretty good for me. I know I start out with a lot of energy, and then about halfway through I'm like, oh, I can't do anymore. And then I somehow get inspired by your kind comments and your enthusiasm, and you guys really help push me through when I am super tired and out of creativity. And so I am very thankful for that. So you can see I finished the inside of that card as I was jibber jabbering. And so the thought for this easel card is that it needs to have some mechanism to stop the whole thing from sliding off. And so I'm just gonna pop this whole section up on foam tabs, and that way it'll hold back the die cut that we're going to use to hold the focal. So I will tell you that while I was coloring images for my winter scene project, I did wind up drinking paint water a couple times because I was like so tired. Does that ever happen to you guys? And so also today we were picking up some things from our little shop downtown. We don't have a Dollar Tree here. We have a Dollar General, which is basically the same thing, but not everything is $1. And I just happened to cross the aisle where the wax melts are, the melty kind of things. I like candles. I like the smell of them, but I'm afraid I'll burn my house down. So I just use the wax melts. And so I had to pull my mask up so that I could smell it. And when I released it, it hit me in the eyeball. And so here I'm just standing in the aisle of the Dollar General, like in tears, thinking, does anyone else hurt yourself over wax melts? Like, is this just a Ginny thing? I don't know. You can let me know in the comments, but I think I just need to find a way to be less clumsy when I'm out shopping. So you can see I've added my die cut. This is a scallop edge rectangle with the stitch border, and then I've also put on a layer of pretty plaid pattern with another border, and this is popped up on foam spacer. So the theory is that this is just going to hold up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now I can keep working away on this, and I'm just going to jibber jabber as I work along. This is a circular die cut that I inked myself, and so I have only recently started collecting my distress oxides, and so I have only 3 colors, and I did this one today, and I'm quite proud of it, even though I'm gonna wind up covering a lot of it. I just wanted to show you that I am improving a little bit. So this is going to be the center where part of our focal image will fall. I'm going to top it with this little snow border, so I just cut the same circle and ran it through with the stitched hillside border so that I could get that nice detail at the top. And that's going to go here. So today's going to be another coloring project. So I'm using this stamp I got from Memory Box, and this is just this cute little bunny, and I thought he was so precious. So I'm going to add it with some of my favorite scrapbook adhesive foam tabs. They're the ones that aren't quite so dimensional. And that will go on the side. I'm going to add a little bit of extra hot glue because I just don't feel confident that that foam tab is going to stick very well to the glitter paper. So that little bun is going to go all the way to the edge there. We're getting quite a nice amount of dimension now with those 2 layers of foam spacers. And I've colored a couple of trees to go in the background. These are the ones from Whimsy Stamps. This is the glitter globe. And I've got the first one is going in the background, and that's just going to be like a perspective. It looks like it's farther away. I tucked a little bit of that trunk underneath the snow. And then this one is going to have more of the foam spacers, so I'm going to go back in again with a little bit of hot glue where it touches the glitter paper. Oh, by the way, someone asked me in the comments what markers I'm using for these, and I have the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers, and I've been really enjoying using those. They're really good for me to take with us when we go camping because they don't require as much space to have all the different blends that I need. Here is the sled and the little gifts from that Memory Box stamp, and I'm just going to add that here, and part of it's going to overlap, so I need more hot glue. And then these are on the spacers again. And that is going to be my winter scene. I've stamped a sentiment here with this Lawn Fawn Merry Christmas, and then I tried to work it in and it was too big. So what I did was cut off the Merry part, and I'm just going to add that with some foam spacer again for dimension, and I cut that out with the banner shape that had the stitched edge. So here's my flower arrangements, and these come from the flowers that I shared in yesterday's video. So for all of you doubters out there who said you don't need a blue poinsettia, I beg to differ because I think they look very sweet on this card. So I'm not sure how far up I can go with the glue because part of this is going to tuck underneath. So I'm only going to add glue to the bottom. That way I don't accidentally seal this card up. I am using the slate blue wrinkle ribbon from Really Reasonable Ribbon for my bows. Let's make sure that still works. Yep, that works. See, that's what happens when you try things for the first time on camera, is you just hope for the best. And sometimes you get lucky. I do want to give a quick shout out to the tech hubby for setting me up with another really great intro for this year. I appreciate everything he does to help out our channel and keep things running smoothly. So thanks, Tech Hubby, for your support in this series. And that is all for our easel card. And I think that worked out really well. And now for our special announcement, we are having a giveaway, as we do on the last day of our 12 Days of Christmas in July series, and you are looking at the fabulous prize. We will be giving this card away to one lucky winner. How do you get entered for your chance to win, you may be asking? Well, that is simple. All you have to do is comment down below and let me know what has been your favorite project of this series. You will need to have commented on all of the videos in the series, and you do need to be a subscriber to be eligible to win. So our next video going out will be on the 28th. That will be a design team project for another brand. So let's just call the 28th the deadline for your chance to enter this giveaway, and then on the 30th, that's the Thursday, we'll do a special video announcement to share with you the winner. So that is all you need to do to enter for your chance to win. And before I go, I do want to give a big shout out to all of you. Without your support, I could not do this series every year. And so I am very thankful to each and every one of you, and I love you all. So thank you so much for being a Polly's Peep and a big part of this series. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you give me a like. And if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. As always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.